we already had evidence for the reimbursement pathway that many of us think Bionano is going to be taking, which is, the CLI lab, the PLA codes, and the reimbursements. This is how we get in the diagnosis use. In labs that primarily do diagnostic work, we get the Sapphire to be used for that. FSHD, ALL, all these, a ton of diseases that are, a plethora of them. We're going to start being used in the diagnosis of this stuff once we get that reimbursement pathway effectuated fully. And today we have evidence for, and this was 16 hours ago listed technically. So it is today, I guess, right? Not 24 hours ago. Anyways, we have evidence right here, this first bullet point right here. So we're going to go over that along with the other evidence that we've already had throughout the, from the earnings report itself, August 4th, quarter 2. We already have known this stuff, but it's beautiful. And by the way, we also have PLA codes, which directly affects how the reimbursement pathway progress is going. Those PLA codes becoming effective in 20 days now. Also, we have a tweet. Nothing crazy there. I'm not going to embellish that whatsoever. Not that I'm embellishing anything else. The events as well, we have October 19th to 21st, or 23rd, October 19th through the 23rd. We have the American Society of Human Genetics there. That is only good things. And then we have the earnings report, and I saw some comments today, so I just wanted to bring it up because plenty of people are worried about this and always are getting perturbed when they look at how much money we're losing right now. And it's very simple. It's very simple why we lost so much money last quarter, and this is the reason why. So if you want to know the financial situation, stick around for that part. Use the timestamps to go there, and then we might do a little bit of quick technical analysis. We're up like 5%, almost 5% on the day as of now, doing not too bad in the after hours. So first thing, this is very simple. Contracts and credentialing manager. What we've got is a primary responsibility. As you can see, complete and submit all contract required documentation relating to credentialing for health plans and enrollment applications for government payers. Right? Simple as it gets. The reimbursement pathway, if you don't know what it is, basically there's the FDA approval dilemma that, we don't have FDA approval, and it's going to take a while and a lot of money to get it if we wanted to do that. But there's a way around it, kind of, which is the bypass, I call it, which is basically getting the reimbursements. And we do that through LDTs and the PLA codes and Sapphire 2.0, and we get the stuff up and running, the PLA codes becoming effective. This is how we do it. More labs start utilizing the PLA codes that Praxis Genomics is doing right now that are about to become effective in, as I said, about 21 days. And this is how we get the reimbursement pathway clear, and we start effectuating it fully. Okay. So that's what I'll leave you with there. And of course, if you still don't understand it, just think of it this way: this is going to be a huge. This is how we become used in the diagnostic realm. And right now, you have to understand, we're right now only research only. Once we become able to be used largely and completely widely in diagnostics without any hindrances, that's going to be huge. You can imagine what that's going to be for the sales. So for the Twitter, this tweet here, 18 hours ago, bonjour, Cytopia. I'm sorry. See Dr. Valentine. Okay, good luck with that. Good luck pronouncing that. I'm not going to. It's another presentation. ACLF on September 29th. Nothing special here, but it's more data. It's more new data from OGM and Bionano Sapphire. It's only good things and only more freaking consumable revenue for us. People like to say, I don't expect anything crazy. I don't think the stock's going to do anything. I don't think the revenue is going to do anything until quarter 4 and quarter 5. Quarter 5 is not a thing. Until next year, quarter 1. And all these things just because the stock price is going down largely, in my opinion. But what I'll say is that if you believe in the Sapphire being awesome and being the best product in the world at what it does, then it's impossible to predict when people are going to, by and large, start catching on and start being like, hey, this actually is legit. This actually does have peer-reviewed studies, and this actually does do what it says it does. I'm going to switch to this. I'm going to tell my friends, my peers about this, and we're all going to freaking get the thing. That's the chain reaction adoption that we all are waiting for. Essentially, that's why you're invested, in a way. So that's, it's not amazing, but it's another presentation that we'll take. That's on September 29th. We also have October 19th to October 23rd. That's going to be the American Society of Human Genetics. That's only going to be good. Okay, it's hybrid and virtual, which is better than the usual virtual, right? But in person, typically more of a venerable event, if you will. So maybe that's going to help a little bit. But yeah, this is just more good news for us to look forward to. Now, talking about the earnings and the cash flow and, people looking at the stock and being like, why should I value this higher than what it was at the start of the year? Their losses have only increased. What are you thinking, Brandon? Why are you investing in this crap? Well, what you have to understand, I mean, there's a lot of things to address there, but the main thing is that last quarter, let's just go to this right here. Okay, we lost a lot of money on the quarter, and it was basically the big reason why we lost money. And there was the operating expenses were very high, almost 18 million, 6 million increase. That was because of $4 million in expenses for the headcount, 37 more employees hired last quarter. Also, you've got the one-time stock option payment. That's a one-time payment. That's a good thing. That's much better than a multi-time payment. This kind of is not a one-time payment, right? Because we're going to continue having those people, but they're going to start contributing and actually showing their worth, right? And we're hoping that's going to result in higher sales, which is actually exactly what we got on the quarter as well, 226% growth, which no one gave a shit about, which is fine. Hey, that's how long-term investors make money. You look where people are overlooking. You know, where these guys are saying that's not that important. That's where you actually have to dig into and see the details. That's why you got to be meticulous. You got to read this stuff. And then and it's not even that hard. You don't have to read anything really. You just have to look at one column here. Repayment of debt. 17 million for the quarter. This is BNGO. I'm not just pulling up some random company, right, and just saying we repaid a lot of debt. This is BNGO, and this is quarterly, right? So for quarter two, $17 million of repaid debt. That's why we lost so much on the quarter, and that's why the EPS was so bad. And that's why we went down. That's why we should not have gone down. We definitely should have gone up if people could get their head out of their ass and like look at the cash flow and see what's going on here and why the EPS is so bad. But no, they don't. But hey, now you know why why people are stupid. Essentially, I almost said the R word, which I'll get people very mad about if I say. Anyways. Which I don't care. If the language of the channel is too harsh for you, get the hell out of here. That is what I'm going to leave you with today. Taking a look at the portfolio. If I do the password here correctly, nope. Second try. There we go. There's the portfolio. I'm still holding BNGO. I'm still bullish. I still think we're going to do great things. I still think it's going to be worth it to hold on to this stock in the long run. I absolutely do. Make your own decisions, but that's my plan. And with that being said, thank you all so much. It's not financial advice. I will see y'all in the next one.